Well, hello, my lovely dishers. It is time to dish with tea. It is Wednesday. It is the 9th of March, which means it's a full week. We've been in our Lenten challenge. I'm getting a lot of good feedback. How is your week going? Make sure you let me know down below if you're having a success. If you're kind of not, we could work it out. Because sometimes, most times, we try to overdo things. Yep, we go in sometimes full body. Sometimes you need to put one toe at a time in the water and then you'll see more success. And you work up to putting the foot in and then the thigh. You know, that's how I do it. Like, water challenge, I've been doing well, shockingly enough. I don't always get 60 ounces and I do get it occasionally. Now, I find now everybody's different. I find that, ooh, I have a pimple. Squirrel. It's weird. That this is a 12-ounce glass. I feel like if I changed my thing in the WW app to, you can change the sizes of the ounces of water per serving. I was at 8, I went to 12. So that every time I have one of these, I check it off the list. Most times I don't drip all over me though. And I'm not been using Splenda in my tea. I know. I'm actually getting used to it. And somebody asked me now, in the Catholic community, I'm not sure about others. Like I said, I don't claim to know much about anything. I am not an expert in anything, especially when it comes to religion. Sundays are off days because we attend Mass. I never realized that because Sundays are not counted in the 40 days. As a child, I never knew this, but so Sundays if you go to church, you're basically whatever you've given up, you're allowed to have. Now, for me, I thought, I'm used to it. If I go and have the Splenda, my palate might go, I don't want it to revert and be hard again. Because right now, with having 8 days in, I hate to say it this way, I don't notice it as much. Strange but true fact. I am having the real lemon there now. That's dehydrated lemon peel and lemon oil. There is no sweetener in it. It just, doesn't have anything in it that's sweetened. Yet it does feel like it adds a little something something, but it's not sugar. It's just like that lemon, extra oomph of lemon, because I don't always have lemons around, truth be told. So I chose not to take advantage of the Sunday. That's just my preference. If you want to do the Sunday thing, that's totally up to you. I say, you do you, boo. Same thing with the water. Like, I know a lot of people have those big jugs, and it's like a gallon or something. You like to see that go down. That's fine. I like it right from my spigot, cold. Like I said, whatever works for you. Might not work for me, might not work for her, but works for you. So that's what's great about this. You're looking at different perspectives and ways of trying something. And if something isn't working, then don't do it. Like my girl, Sparkly Susan, she was giving up cream in her coffee. Hope you don't mind me mentioning this, Sparkly, but it's too late. And you know what? And Jay Bates mentioned it too. I think it was Jay Bates that said, her pastor said, if it's making you miserable, then you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't. You could say, well, then it's a true sacrifice. Who is anybody to judge what your sacrifice is? You know what? Maybe the one pleasure you have is a little cream in your coffee. Like I said, if I couldn't do the lemon, if it was really bugging the crap out of me, you better believe I would have, changed it. You could say, oh, that's taking the easy way out. No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, you have to, especially when you're out there working and you're dealing in day-to-day life. Yeah, sacrifices are big, yes, but they shouldn't stress you out. Because when you're stressed out, you don't do well. Proven fact. Sometimes I think a lot of people don't do well with the water because you have to get 60 ounces to get that point. Well, guess what? If you have 30 ounces that you don't normally have, that's a win. So don't ever listen. I'm saying, if you're drinking 30 more ounces than you drank before, like I said, I don't always hit the 60, but I drank more than I drank. So that is a win. You have to put things in perspective. Air quotes, perspective. And because there's always somebody out there that's going to sit there and say, well, you should do, you know what? Who the heck? They're not living your life for you. No, they're not. So again, like I said in the vlog the other day, it's I can't judge people I don't physically have contact with, because you don't know. People online only tell you what they want to tell you. So you never know the full story. So always remember, you don't always know everything. Like, you don't know what's going on in their personal life. And I can't sit here and act like, well, you know, I can't, because I don't know the full story. And you have to be cognizant of people's feelings. So I'm trying to be more like that. You know, I'm trying to like let them come to me, give soft advice. You know, I don't sit there and just, you know, be a blanket and say, just do it. I mean, if I've said it over and over again, there are a few people I have said that to before, and I know who they are, that I've kind of said, well, you know what? You know, and there are the people that will look for what we call the excuse. Well, you know, I have somebody else cook for me. Just because you have somebody else cook for you doesn't mean you have to eat all of it. Remember, portions. We can eat bad things in smaller portions. A lot of times, like, I'll make something, think of something bad. Box mac and cheese. That's not the best choice. God knows what's in that powdered cheese. But if it's made, you know what? I could have a little bit. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to throw my journey in a tailspin. It just isn't. I can't have the whole entire bowl of macaroni and cheese, but I could have a little bit. Always remember that. You know, I think we always want, well, so it's almost like you have to have a reason for eating. It kind of makes you feel better. I've often said this journey is up here. I've said that 1.5 million times. It truly is. It is. There's a reason why you eat. There is. You need to figure that out and help yourself deal with that, because for me, what was my reason why I ate? I've never figured it out. I just like the taste of food. And I feel, here's an embarrassing thing to admit. I like the taste of my food all at once. Like, if I have a plate and there's mashed potatoes, meat, and corn, I love mashed potatoes, meat, and corn all on the fork. I love it all together. That's anything. Spaghetti, and meatball on the same fork. Sometimes I'll admit I have a mouthful of food and it's kind of like hunky. Yeah. I am learning to take smaller amounts of food on my fork and take my time eating, because sometimes you're sitting there watching people eat makes you want to eat. But back to the challenge. I hope you are, you know, if cleaning out your closet was one thing you did, I've been doing well with it. I have about 10 items in my box. I could do better. And one a day is what I was going for. So I'm right on cue for that. But I can do better. There's a lot to get rid of. But I am doing stuffing. I already cleaned out my clothes closet a couple months ago, so I'm good there. And I was thinking about doing, like, I think it'd be fun to go to, like, probably the thrift store. What's there was like a consignment? There is one. Where that's still open down in Gibbstown. But going to get like some spring shirts and some spring clothes, like refresh your wardrobe with a few items, you know. That would be a fun video to do. I've been wanting to go to thrift stores for months. COVID has been crazy. But, you know, we'll see. Our Goodwill is crazy busy. Like, every time I go, it's like crazy in there. But we'll see. I'll try to like do fun stuff like that. And if you like this shirt, yeah, I think this is one of my subscribers. Trisha sent me a link saying she knows the clothes. Obviously, you guys know the clothes I like. And she said this is on Amazon, and there was like a $10 off code. It was usually, I think, $21 or something. You can get it for $12, I think it was. But if they're interested, it is tunic length. It is stripes, and you have a little, you know, solid down the bottom. So it's really cute. Like I always say, though, when you buy from Amazon, you gotta size up. I always say that. So I will link that down below, because I always get, what are you wearing? So I will have this linked below, my outfit, my shirt of the day. It's really cute. Like the sleeves. It has a lot. This is the black, and I love the heatheredness of it. So kind of squirrel off, but you always ask me what I'm wearing. So I thought, you remember to say something. So Trisha, you did good. I did like it. And I did have to size up, because I'm glad I did. It's a little clingy for my taste. You know me, I like a little bit of room. But it's fun. I like the length. I like the stripes. I love the different, you know, fun stuff. But it was a check-in challenge, so I hope you're all doing well. Let me know down below if you're struggling with something, if something isn't clicking, if you're just having a hard time of it, you can tweak your challenge. You don't, like, if you pick something and it's just too hard to do, should we be testing ourselves? You can test yourself. But again, if it's causing you stress, and I mean true stress, not as, oh, I want to eat my chocolate and I can't. That's not stress. That's not stress. Stress is like, people, cream in your coffee is a big thing. I can't imagine having black coffee. I don't even like coffee. I think it needs cream and sugar, or skinny syrups and cream. So I can only imagine how horrid that tastes. But yeah, and sometimes that's the one pleasure you have, is your good cup of coffee. So yeah, consider the choice you make when choosing something. I thought the Splenda was a good thing for me, and so far it has been. Like I said, I've been enjoying my tea. I have it, and honestly, I haven't yet go, ugh. I haven't, so that's a good thing. And the water, again, I don't always hit it every day, but I am better than I was. And that's what you go for. You go for baby steps and making sustainable changes. Rome wasn't built in a day. And I know some people will be like, well, listen to D. You have to, especially things that are hard, like water. And let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest about this water thing. How long are you going to do it? Are you going to do it forever? Because if you're not, then it's whatever it achieves in you will certainly backfire, or backlash, as I like to call it. If you stop drinking water, then whatever it did will cease to do. So that's what concerns me about trying to get 60 ounces in, because I know as soon as I got stripes on my belly, on my boobies, that I will not be drinking 60 ounces forever. No, but I think I can get in at least 30 bonus over my tea. So that's what I hit. I try to hit 30 to 35, 36 actually, because that's 3 12 ounces. So I try to get 3. Some days I do better than others. I'm a work in progress. I am. I've learned over the years that I have to be realistic. I've had realistic goals, realistic expectations, because life doesn't stop because you're on a weight loss journey. People still have parties. People still bring in cake and donuts to school. How do you maneuver around that? Sometimes you have to give in half a little bit. And is it all right? Sure it is. Food is not, a little bit of something bad is never going to, unless, only part would mess with you is if it sets you off. And I will tell you this, truth bomb coming right here. If you do something long enough, it becomes routine. If you could absolutely get those cravings under control if you truly want to. Or is it going to be the excuse you constantly use for binging? Oh, that's my kryptonite. Yeah, I can't have that around. And I bet you can't right now. But if you get them in smaller increments and just allow yourself to have them, to me, please, again, I always say my opinion, but I get you guys. If I deny myself totally, it makes me want it more. It makes that item, whatever it is, think it's like the Holy Grail. Oh, but it isn't. So I have the boys here help me. If there's something that I don't want to eat, I tell them. See, once they know, I am certainly not going to get it knowing that they know that I can't eat that much of it. So if I make my little baggies, or I put it in little, and I hand them the big bag, I will not go for it. I will not, because they'll know if I take some. So I kind of have that. I don't want to disappoint them. It's always a good thing. And I just know that I have to retrain myself how to eat consciously. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not. It definitely takes work. It does. I wish there was what we say in school, the apple cider vinegar. You can take it, and there's nothing out there that helps that. It's discipline. It's, and it's also knowing that you can have something makes it a little bit easier. Planning when you're going to have your treat. Knowing that I'm having a mug cake tomorrow night is exciting to me. Now, if I didn't say, oh, there's no cake in the week, I would get a little bit nervous. Having those mug cakes for breakfast, the peanut butter mug cakes with drippy peanut butter glaze. That was certainly on my plan. That certainly hit that note, and that certainly was decadent and within points. So you have to sit there and allow yourself these small little treats. And I trust me when I tell you, you do it enough, it absolutely dulls the craving for it because you're allowing yourself to have it. Denial sets me off, sets me in this, oh, I can't have that. The more you say you can't have it, the more you want it. Why? I don't know. I don't know what it is about this item or something that just, and you think about it. I mean, I dream about some things, and that's something that's horrible to admit to you guys, but I do. I dream about certain foods. If they're not in my plan, like that, and it's funny, I dream the recipes. Some of my best recipes, I've woken up, it's all been in my head, like, because I read these cookbooks, and it's all the stuff's floating, and when I dream, it all comes together, and I wake up. That's why I came up with the one smoothie. A lot of my recipes are in my dreams. I dream about food. That's horrible to admit, but I share a lot about myself here, so why stop now? Yes, I dream about food, and that's how I create recipes. Because I like to eat, you know? I love to eat. And I will continue to love to eat. That's not going to change, so I have to adapt my lifestyle to that. Because to sit there and I'll never change. That will never, and that's another thing you have to admit to yourself. You can't change innately who you are. I've been over here 45 years. That's, you know, I just have to learn to temper the beast. Sometimes she comes out, and that's perfectly normal every once in a while to go off the rails. It is. It is. Don't use it as an excuse. Oh, well, these said, all right, so I'm going to go up now. I don't plan when I'm going to go off the rails. It just kind of happens. And it's maybe, I would say, every 4 months you get this. And it's never a weekend. It's usually just like a few hours. But I can do some damage in a few hours. Let me tell you. It could be a bag of something. Not proud. And let me tell you something too. You don't feel good afterwards. Nope. Because your body's used to eating better. So when you throw a bunch of crap, a lot of crap, it's like it's telling you, Denise, that was horrible. And you get sluggish and you feel nauseous. Now, is it your head doing that or is it your stomach? Me, I know it's my stomach because I want to vomit. I don't think but there is the guilt that we feel, like, and don't feel guilty. That guilt is the worst thing you could serve yourself. My leader always said that. And it's the truth. Guilt is the worst thing you can serve yourself. There's no reason. It's food. There's no reason to feel guilty or bad about it. It's food. And this week's been crazy because the first week of Lent, we had a fast day and a fish day. Well, a fish and a fast. Or I should say fish. It's meatless and fasting and fish. So that's throwing my body in a kilter. Fasting? Ugh. Which is like, it throws your metabolism off because my metabolism's used to eating. I don't eat a lot, but I eat regularly. And it was like driving me nuts last Wednesday. I was good though. I was good, but man, it was driving me crazy because I'm used to like having a piece of fruit, having some veggies and dip when I'm hungry, or having a little, and I couldn't have it. I'm driving me nuts. And water only goes so far. Doesn't fill me up. Makes me pee though, but doesn't fill me up. But I hope you're all doing well. Like I said, if you're struggling, please reach out. Please don't sit there. There's no need to struggle alone. There's a community here that is willing to help you. That's what Dish with D is all about. There is no I in Dish with D. Is there? Yes, there is in Dish. There is lots of we's. There is a whole community. Come to the live. Tell us what's wrong. If you don't want to say it in person, message me. Send me an email. My email is always listed down below, dishwithd@yahoo.com. Never feel you're never alone. And if anybody gets it, I get it. And I will make you feel bad about it. At least not the first time. But that is it. I hope we're all doing fabulously. Rah, rah, rah. I'm so proud of so many of you willing to try this and, you know, and embracing it. And we're calling this the Lenten Spring Challenge for my girl Esther, or the Lenten Spring Passover Challenge for all my non-Christian friends. And yeah, whatever you want to call it. It's just a challenge. It is challenging yourself to rethink how you do things and how you think of things, and what can you curtail, what can you add in, sometimes it's not eating less, sometimes it's eating more of something, drinking more water, eating more vegetables, eating more fruit. I'm guilty of not eating enough fruit. which is crazy to say, but I am very guilty of that. And Groot is my 0-point food. And yes, I took the assessment yet again. I don't know why, because I do the magenta plan, but I just like to see, now I have oats as my only carb. I get 21 or 20 points a day. I didn't choose fish because I'm only having fish on Fridays. So really, why would I put fish on my list? So I took it off. So yeah, since we have it every Friday, I don't tend to have it another time during the week. Just doesn't fall into my lifestyle, but you never know. But truth be told, if I have fish on Tuesday, I'm not counting it unless it's fried. Truth bomb. But yeah, and I took beans off because I don't have beans. I love beans, and truth be told, if I have beans, I'm not counting them either. Just saying. They'll be fat free. All right, I can talk and talk and talk and talk. We don't talk about it. But I'm going to end this video here. Like I said, you heard me. Follow what I said. Follow up. Let me know how you're going. And I'm hoping you're all doing well. It's been 8 days. We have 8 days in. That is fantastic. I will be getting weight. I'm hoping I might get weight on Friday because I think we might be going away. So I don't think I'll get to weigh in on Saturday. But I'll weigh in. I know what my scale is. My scale is 0.8 heavier than Weight Watchers. Sad that I know that. So I can get weighed home and just add 0.8 on there. So am I hoping for a loss this week? You better believe I'm hoping for a loss. I'm not hoping for a big loss. Like anything will make me happy. You know, at this weight, like I said, I don't pull off big weight losses anyway. So, but if I go in the right direction, that's all that counts. Or if I go in any direction, well, even if I say the same, but no, I do want to lose. Let's not talk about that. All right, I keep talking. I apologize. Have a great rest of your day, week, month, or whenever you get to watch this. I will see you at a live near you on my channel. I go live here every night, 7 o'clock Eastern, Sunday through Thursday. Join us. You just pop in and say, hey, I'm here. If you enjoyed my Facebook group, Dish with Dee's Crew, it is a community waiting for you. There's a link down below. Come and join us over on Facebook. Have a great rest of your day. And if you know anybody that needs a challenge, you know you can share this video with any of your Weight Watcher meetings, Facebook groups, personal friends, you know, like Instagram. Hey, come join Dee's Crew. We love to help them out. Have a great rest of your... We will dish another day, my lovelies.